Today we're revisiting the Danchee Ridgerock build. Did you know that Redcat Racing makes a portal axle kit for this thing? The motor on axle design of this truck, it's a very cool setup, but I find that I struggle with ground clearance on this thing, that the motor casing gets hung up quite a bit, even with the big tires that this thing comes with stock. So I'm hoping that this portal axle kit from Redcat will fix this, give us the extra ground clearance that we need to unlock some more capability out of this thing. So let's get into this. We're going to check out the kit, then we're going to install it, and then we're going to hit the rocks with the Ridgerock to see if that extra ground clearance makes a difference in performance. Let's see what's in the kit here. So this is part number RER31424, Portal Axle Upgrade Kit for the Ridgerock. Instructions, knuckles, axle shafts, gears, hardware, bearings, like axle stubs, nice heavy duty parts here, hardware. These are our portal boxes here. Alright, so we do have pretty detailed instructions, which is good. It's like we have to take the whole axle apart. Alright, let's get after it. So I've got 3 portal boxes done. I'm going through and assembling the portal boxes first. Here's a fully assembled one. Got 3 of those done. We'll do one of them together here so I can show you what this looks like. Really simple. Got your plastic portal boxes here. Got the inner and the outer. You're going to take your bearings, pop your bearings in. We've got a smaller one for your portal cover here. Got your gear and our axle stub. We're going to take our pin and put it through the bottom part of the stub here. We're going to take our gear and grease it up with our udder butter. Stuff is the bee's knees. Use my code to save 10% on this stuff. I'm going to slide this onto the axle stub. Put the dog bone in there. I'm going to put that into our portal box. I think I'm noticing that it's a little tricky because the little bearings at the top, they tend to pop out. It's got to be real kind of gentle putting this on so they don't fall out in there. Kit uses all Phillips hardware, which is kind of a pain, but it is what it is. So you take your coarse thread screw here. There it is. There's our portal boxes. So these are pretty much ready to go. That's step number 1. Now we're going to dig into step number 2. Alright guys, we're in it now. To get this done, you have to basically gut the whole axle. So here I've got the front axle apart. This is the inner workings of it. I'm going to pull the axle shafts out here and put our new ones in. So here's our pre-existing setup here. I think I have to undo the locker and everything. Man, this is a lot. Alright, it's all broken. Okay, now we can separate the shafts here. We need to retain this middle collar here. And don't lose your pins. I think we're going to reuse the pins also. I'm just going to slide everything back in. Our new axle shafts. Take our old pin. Fit it right in there, just like that. There. I can put my locker back together. Okay, here's the complete assembly. Learn the hard way. Make sure you put your bearings on the axle shafts before you put everything together because they do not slide over the larger axle ends here. New dog bones. So make sure your bearings are on. I had to disassemble this like 3 times to get everything back together. But now we're ready to reassemble this and then we'll put the portal boxes on it. Right, here is the fully assembled front axle, which actually becomes the rear, because when you put these on you have to flip your axles around because the portals reverse your rotation. So the front axle is going to become the rear axle. But regardless, here's a completed set with the portals on here. They feel pretty solid. They look nice and beefy. Now that we've got one done, hopefully the next one goes smoother and faster. This one's pretty time consuming, but I'm looking forward to getting them on there. So I'm going to do the next axle and then we'll put them on the truck and see how they look. Alright guys, here is the Ridgerock with the portal axle kit installed. As you can see, I also threw on some bigger tires. I'm doing this video kind of in reverse. I've actually already run it today and I'm circling back to finish the video. But nonetheless, let's take a look at the axles here. So we gained significant ground clearance with this kit. Even without adding these big Hyrax tires, we gained a lot of ground clearance. Initially, using my little ruler / ground clearance measurement tool here, we got to about 1.81 inches of clearance underneath the center of the axle. Now, we can go completely underneath, way past 2.13, and even before I put the big tires on, it was clearing this whole thing easily. So we gained a good amount of ground clearance with this thing. Now the kit itself, although more challenging than I was expecting, went on really well. I'm really happy with the components. We got these big solid knuckles on here, all metal gears in the portals. Everything fit perfectly, went together really well. So I'm really happy with it. Just remember when you do this kit, I mentioned this during the install, but you will have to flip your axles. So your rear axle goes on the front and vice versa, because the radio on this does not have a way to reverse your throttle, and the portal gears, that system reverses your rotation. So with that done, we've got proper direction on here, and we're ready to hit the rocks. So let's go hit my favorite crawling spot to see how this thing does. Alright, check out the Ridgerock. So we got the portal axles on it. Also stopped by my local hobby shop and they had these 2.2 Proline Hyrax in the Predator compound. Had to pick them up and give them a try. So the Ridgerock here, it's got a bunch of upgrades today. So we're going to hit crawler heaven, my favorite crawler spot. We're going to see how this thing does. The Hyrax tires are massive on this thing. Let's see how it does. I'm already noticing that been running it for just a few minutes. The steering is super sluggish. I got to upgrade the servos on this. But I can already feel the benefits of the extra ground clearance. Well, it looks like functionally this was a successful project. Everything's working as it should. Oh, I got a stick here, I think so. Oh, barely. That four-wheel steering getting us through there. Now we get to the sections where we're really going to test the ground clearance. This is where I would always struggle with this thing. Feeling pretty good now. Oh yeah, right there. Nice. This is already a big improvement. I definitely have some more things to do if I want to run these big tires and if I want to get serious with performance on this thing. Definitely need some supporting upgrades. But at least this portal kit certainly solved one of the biggest issues I had with it, which was the ground clearance. He's doing good out here. Nice. Whenever I get frustrated with the Danchee, I have to remember that the thing only costs $100. So for what you get with this thing, it's pretty crazy. Granted, now we have about nearly the same price of the truck wrapped up in the tires right now. I should have tried it with stock tires, but we're committed now. Oh, Portal's doing a great job up through here. Try some of the new sections here. Wow, there's that flex there. That's what reminds me of why I love this thing. Oh yeah, I get that too. I'll try a couple more sections with the Ridgerock, and then I'm just gonna have fun on this beautiful day. There we go. Nice. Whoa. Crab walk through there. Nice, we did it. Oh, that's it right there. Such a difference. And the motor on axle does... Oh, that didn't sound good. That sounded like stripped gears to me. Ah! Oh no. That's not good. We're getting too much grip with the Hyraxes. So I was saying, the motor on axle design is really nice, but it just hurts you from a clearance standpoint. I'm gonna break something here. This Portal axle kit is really exactly what I was looking for. I may have overdone it with the tires here. I feel like the rest of the truck is suffering with these big grippy tires on. You heard some plastic gears crying for their life a minute ago. We'll see if that holds on. But I'm really satisfied with the Portal kit, for like 30 something bucks. Very, very inexpensive. It really solved the biggest issue I had with the Ridgerock. Now I feel pretty committed to building this thing out, especially after I put the tires on it. But I'm happy with the kit. I think it's a good mod for this truck, and it really benefits from it. But I'm going to keep playing for a little bit, enjoying this great day, see if I can't break anything while I'm here. And I will circle back with you guys at the bench with my final thoughts. So I had a lot of fun with the Ridgerock today. I always have fun with the Ridgerock. I feel I am on the tipping point of falling down a rabbit hole with this thing. Now I feel the need. I got to do the servos. I got to do some upgraded servos. I've got to do metal gears in the axles because we were getting some stripping there towards the end. But with the portals and the tires that we did today, I did notice big gains in performance. This was exactly what I was looking for. So this kit from Redcat for about 38 bucks really makes a tremendous difference in the Ridgerock. From an installation standpoint, I'd say this is an intermediate project. You do have to be comfortable with getting into the axles. It's not terribly difficult, but you do have to go pretty deep into the guts of this thing. With that said, once it's on, it feels really solid, and combined with the bigger tires, gave me exactly what I was looking for with this truck. So I'll put the link in the description down below for this Portal axle kit. And guys, let me know your thoughts on the Ridgerock here, and what should I do next to this thing. I need some leads from you guys. I think it's time to see what we can really get out of this thing for performance now that we've started. But definitely let me know down below if you've done a Ridgerock build. What should I do to this thing? And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.